You probably do not think of yourself as someone who compares. Most people do not. And yet right now, somewhere in the background of your mind, a calculation is running. Someone you know just bought something you have not. Someone your age looks better than you expected. Someone who started at the same place as you ended up further ahead. You noticed. Your brain flagged it, and something shifted, just slightly, just quietly, in how you feel about your own life. You did not choose to do that. Your brain did it automatically, and it does it hundreds of times a day. Social comparison is not a character flaw. It is a neurological function, one that evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to help early humans assess their standing in social hierarchies and adjust behavior accordingly. The brain has dedicated circuitry for this. The medial prefrontal cortex, which continuously evaluates self-relevance, and the ventral striatum, the brain's reward center, which responds measurably to social ranking information. Every time you compare yourself to someone else, this circuit fires. It registers the comparison. It codes the result as either a gain or a threat, and it releases neurochemicals accordingly. The problem is not the circuit, it is the environment. A brain built for a social group of 150 people is now exposed to millions, curated, filtered, and optimized to appear as impressive as possible. Dr. Jean Twenge at San Diego State University has documented through large-scale research that the rise of social media has produced a measurable and accelerating increase in self-reported inadequacy, depression, and anxiety across every adult age group, not because people became weaker, but because the comparison engine is now running on an input load it was never designed to process. The biological consequences are specific. Research published in the journal Psychoneuroendocrinology found that individuals who engaged in frequent upward social comparison, comparing themselves to people perceived as superior, showed significantly elevated cortisol levels, reduced natural killer cell activity, and measurably lower heart rate variability. The immune system, it turns out, responds to the perception of social inferiority as though it were a physical threat, because in the evolutionary context in which the brain was built, it was. What makes this particularly difficult to interrupt is that willpower is the wrong tool. The comparison circuit operates below conscious awareness. By the time you notice you are comparing yourself, the neurochemical cascade is already underway. Dr. Kristen Neff's research shows that self-compassion, treating your own perceived inadequacy with the same warmth you would offer a struggling friend, measurably interrupts this cascade. It reduces cortisol, quiets the threat response, and shifts activity toward the social bonding networks that produce genuine connection. You are not comparing yourself because something is wrong with you. You are comparing yourself because you have a human brain living in an inhuman information environment. That is a structural problem. And structural problems require structural solutions, not more willpower, but a deliberate practice of redirecting a circuit that was never meant to run this fast or this far. If this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.